Hey guys, my name is Alpi, and there you go. Do you ever get put into a position where you have to speak in front of a live audience or speaking in front of a group of people to present something or to inform someone? Is public speaking a different nature, or is it a challenge that you have to face and overcome? Well, you're not alone. Perhaps. There's actually a lot of people. They say 70% of the people in the world actually have public speaking and communication apprehension. Having the fear and anxiety to public speaking is basically what this is called. Johan Johansson has a quote that states, "Public speaking is what I fear more than death itself." This quote basically states that public speaking is the worst thing to do in life and that it is very difficult to do. See, you're not alone. There are people who are spoken live about this. There are 4 types of communication apprehensions, which are the anxiety of trait, the anxiety of situation, the anxiety of context, and the anxiety of audience. Basically, the anxiety of trait is basically like your own trait, like your own persona. Like, do you have that anxiety anyway? The second one is the anxiety situation. So are you uncomfortable in that situation? So that is another one. Another one is the anxiety of context. So are you not good with context? Like, do you not know what you're talking about? Like, that's that one. And then the audience, the anxiety of the audience. You're afraid to just go in front of the audience. I also found another quote. This will be my final quote. It's by Lindsay Sterling. If you're public speaking, imagine yourself feeling confident. This quote basically says a lot about an individual because if you imagine yourself feeling confident, then you're going to be confident because it's going to tease your brain into thinking, oh, you are confident. You can do this. It's basically saying you're going to stay positive. It's a very good tool to use when you're public speaking. And so I thought that quote was really a good thing.
Communications scholar James C. McCroskey coined the term communication apprehension, which is defined as the level of anxiety that an individual feels when communicating with, in front of another person, or in front of a larger group of people. The Personal Report of Communication Apprehension, which is widely referred to as the PRCA 24 tool, is a self report tool with a series of statements that are answered and then used to recognize one's own degree of communication apprehension. This test delves into the varying types of communication apprehension, wherein the signs of state apprehension become more detectable, such as in the categories of audience based communication, like speaking with friends or with bosses in a professional setting, context based communication, like speaking on a podium or in a meeting for a group of listeners, or one on one with another individual, or situational based communication, which can include doing a voiceover for a video or PowerPoint presentation for work or school, or when being interviewed for a job. To minimize the degree of communication apprehension, one must remember that the means of combating CA is specific to an individual, as anxiety associated with communication apprehension can take on several different forms. To combat CA in the midst of speaking publicly, however, one should practice your breathing and other relaxation techniques, as well as practice your speech. Avoid procrastination and be sure to make time to recite your speech, either among yourself repeatedly or in front of someone who is close to you, in order to help retain the information you need to give out when it is time to present. Know the message you are trying to get across, as this will better ingrain the information in your mind. Keep a positive attitude and visualize your accomplishment of completing the speech. Avoid negative thinking when preparing for and in the moments before giving a speech, as this will help you move forward and face your audience with much more confidence. Lastly, take the time to recognize and understand your anxieties and where they stem from. This will aid in learning how to combat said anxieties and hesitation when tasked with public speaking. Thus, you can develop and work on improving your strengths and weaknesses in the realm of public communication.
Hello, my name is Gary Lewis, and that's how I speak on the topic of public speaking. As my group members have spoken upon, the introduction, the overcoming of public fear of public speaking, as I speak about these characteristics, pretty much glossophobia is the term for this matter, which pretty much the symptoms are tightening in certain muscles on your body, or dry mouth, or, just over high anxiety. And with this being said, it does result in a lot of people not able to speak out or speak to anyone or the audience with, certainty. It really sends them into a state of just like, if I'm going to do well, people going to judge me and all that. So for previous experiences and all that, I know that I get anxious and I get heart rate start going up when I try to speak up to in the audience or try to relay a message, because it's very difficult to get someone's attention that that the topics just might not grasp them after the bat. So pretty much trying to calm yourself down in these moments and really relay your information would help out. Other prior experiences, as time goes on, I've been able to connect and project like my fear, like get my fear out the way and project my presentation or anything towards others, because at the end of the day I knew that I was going to be able to project and get my message across. And as that can tell from, it's better to just go with it. Don't worry about too many of the aftermaths. That's what most people get stuck on. You have to just go for it and be able to convey your message. And as for concluding this topic, public speaking is something everyone can't learn off the bat. There's people that can automatically get it right and there's some people that have to learn, and there's some people that just can't do it themselves, But pretty much it's better for you to just speak up, speak what you have your things written down, all topics, and know what you're trying to convey. Thank you, and have a good day.